How you doing?
Very good.
Excellent.
Yes, for a Monday lunchtime.
Very good. Yeah, no, I was very impressed that you made it on this usually kind of grim, devoid of joy day of the week.
I can't believe I agreed to it.
2010, how's it all shaping up?
So far it's been very good. Yeah, I've been out of the country for most of it, so that's been
good.
The best bit. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Unfortunately, I've got a friend who lives in Bali, Indonesia, so I made a beeline for there in January, and then went to Australia, did some gigs, and then hung out in Bali again on the way back. So I only just come back a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Managed to get a job in a record shop, so I'd kind of got right into that side of things, working in record shops. I worked in Daddy Cool's, a reggae shop. It was called Rockin' Sarah's before that. I used to on Berwick Street, and then set up my own shop with some friends.
That was the first record store that I went to, that I kind of frequented in London.
Right,
you know, as like this kind of new jack Kiwi trying to get trying to get served beat. What was your thinking when you finished with Atlas? What did you want to do?
By the time we shut the shop, I'd kind of had enough of that almost. Really, we've been doing it quite a long time, and it's a real struggle to make something like that work. You know, it's really good for certain things, like for meeting people, for getting music and stuff. But yeah, it just didn't work out as a money making thing at all. It was quite a struggle. So after 6 years of it, we did actually try and move. We were getting kicked out of the premises because someone had bought the building, so we were looking for other places. And then it was like weighing up, do I want to sign up for like another 5 years, like on a lease on a contract? And it was like,
I bet you're glad you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. And in hindsight, it was like, okay, I'm glad I didn't go down that road, and also it's like you see some guys that have been running record shops for years, and you see how miserable they are, and you think, my God, I don't want to be that person. These days, to be honest, the Reverso 68, I still do that with Phil, Mr. Myson. I've done a couple of collaborations with people recently, little one-off things. Just did something with Tristan de Cunha, guy from Leeds. He runs a Redux label. So hopefully that's going to come out on Redux. And LSB, haven't done any of that for a while. I was doing that with Georgina, Baby G from Barcelona. So yeah, I've kind of like narrowed it down a little bit now after doing 1001 different projects.
Did each project have a particular kind of, you wanted it to have a particular vibe, or was it that you enjoyed doing collaboration?
Yeah, I think initially it was just about doing the collaboration, and whatever came out of it sort of set the tone a little bit. Like maybe the LSB stuff is definitely a lot more, or it was a lot more sort of edit based and working around edits and stuff, perhaps a lot more dance floor as well, maybe. And with Phil, the Reverso stuff was we were actually trying to like play some music in the tracks, and rather than just sampling it all. So
you've got your own label now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that.
That's what I'll do it with Maxi Disc. It's cool. I do it with a friend of mine, Barry Reeves, who he does stuff as Dickie Trisco. He does. He runs quite a few other labels, Disco Deviants.
Oh yeah, he's a busy man.
Yeah, indeed. So I've been friends with him for a while. We kind of talked about doing something together. We've done only a handful of releases so far, so it hasn't been like a full-on prolific, like churn them out kind of thing. So we're just still finding our way.
So, having a record label now, it's I think. Do you feel? I don't know if you feel this way, because I feel this way. But you're not really expecting to make money out of it per se. Do you kind of see it as more of a kind of like a calling card, or like?
Yeah, totally. That's it. To have something you're associated with that, like a label, for example, or if it was like a club night or something that's there, that's
relevant.
Yeah, and it's nice to have something that you've got all the say on, so we can choose what goes on it, what the sound is, and how it looks and stuff. So you'd like to think then you can do some things with it, like then you could get involved with some tours, DJing with it and stuff, or maybe at some point it'd be nice to try and do an album of music, so I could put it out on my own label or something, stuff like that. So there's potential to do some things with it. Well, I brought along this tune, Jager.
Hold it up to the camera. What's it called?
Jager. I'm Going to Go.
Right.
Which is, I don't even know how old it is. It's 1988. It's kind of like an early house sounding kind of trap, but it's not that fast. It's kind of mid-tempo, and it's quite stripped in its production and stuff. And it's just got loads of really good synths and pads that has been a real inspiration, especially to like Reverso sound. Phil turned me on to this tune quite a few years ago. He always used to play it loads, and it still sounds really good now. This is like a old piano style Italian house tune, which has just got like the lapping of the waves and everything, and some sort of Spanish maiden, like giving it some on a bit of reverbed vocal. It's just a great tune. I know recently it's come out again on Juno, actually, on their series. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So it came out, maybe it was like last year or the year before, and then they got some remixes of it, which were pretty disastrous by all accounts. And you can't touch this original, or you're going to have to get someone special to do a remix of it. But yeah, another really influential and a great tune that still sounds mega. This is a brand new record, one of the very few ones I've got recently. Spectacle, which is
Permanent Vacation.
Yeah, which is a label from Munich. This is something new from one of the guys who actually runs it, Benji, and this guy, I guess you say Morlem, who's a guy from a producer from Munich, and it's just really good. This is totally got a reference to old school house, like from the kind of time of some of these tracks, with like new production on top, and some kind of live stuff, and it's like a real nice, where that kind of sound is going now. So I thought I'd mention that. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, that's wicked. Thank you very much,
Cool.
B.
Excellent.
Much appreciated.
Excellent,
Cheers.
mate. Cool.